Hello, welcome to the Tech Disruptors podcast, episode number 2 for 2024. And as usual, I am joined by a regular guest and another kind of regular guest. We've had Kaya on before, but hello, Kaya and Jason. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Doing good.
Welcome to the show. So for everybody that is tuning in live or will be tuning in after the fact, we are the Tech Disruptors. This is a weekly tech podcast. We talk everything tech and tech related, tech stories, even leaks, but more on that to come. So we've had a very interesting, pretty big week, actually. I know we're only, like 2 weeks into January, and we've already had a lot going on. We've had Samsung with a major event this week, and we'll talk all about all of their latest releases, and in particular, one that they teased. Damn you, Samsung.
I was so mad.
And we will also talk a little bit about the very expensive kidney donating Apple Vision Pro. Because the only way you're going to get your hands on that thing, if you are not somebody who has a little bit of extra cash in their pocket, is to sell your kidney on the black market. I sold both of my kidneys. This
Right, I was just
say,
about to say you have to sell two, not just one.
It's true. I mean, I don't know how I'm. Yeah, that's it. I've got
live.
3 hours to live, but we're going to do the podcast, and then I'll probably won't be here next week. But the Apple Vision Pro, crazy expensive. And I think maybe we should start with the Apple Vision Pro before we pivot into its direct competitor, Samsung. So Apple Vision Pro. Apple Vision Pro, for those of you who may be wondering, what is this guy talking about? I'm just going to pull up this picture on screen of what the Apple Vision Pro looks like. Let's get ourselves in trouble again. Why not? So here is the Apple Vision Pro. So Apple Vision Pro headset is the latest. I don't think they call it a virtual reality headset. Am I wrong on that, Tuna?
It's more AR. I mean, the eyes you're seeing there. It's just I think it's a screen that's showing your eyes. But yeah, go ahead. It's close. It's a mixed reality, I believe.
Okay, so mixed reality, augmented. I fucking hate that word. Augmented reality headset. So they've just released this brand new product. And this is the first new product we've had from Apple in their Apple line for quite some time. I think the last new product was the Apple Watch Ultra, maybe, if I got that right. Was that right? Yes. Yes. Thanks, Dan. Thanks, Dan, for joining us.
I had to read Dan's comment. I thought that was pretty good.
So Apple Vision Pro. Retail price of very fancy Apple Vision Pro headset is what? I think
$3,500 to US.
$3,500 starting price.
And
I believe I read
noticed,
this morning.
I got a notification, hey, pre-orders are open, and that's for I think 256 gigabyte, and it goes up to I think 512 or a terabyte, and it's not cheap. So I
think the top end is like 4,800.
Yeah, I bought 3 of those. Yeah, I bought 3.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, one for each of us, right?
You bought 3?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, send one to me. Yeah, send one.
But what I failed to mention was not only did I donate my kidneys, I did my liver too. So I hope I
you
about to enjoy that.
Yeah, you about to die. You about to be gone.
See, I went the other route, and I've just been donating blood and semen for the last year.
Wow.
And not together, not mixed together, but separately. But I've just been donating as much as I can possibly extract.
It's crazy. That's crazy.
Very painful.
I know, yeah. At $50 a pop, I mean, look, it's going to take me a while to get there. I'm not quite there yet, but no. But anyway, $3,500 price tag. Now, it actually was released today.
Well, no. So they announced it. I'm sorry. They now as of today you can pre-order it.
Yes,
I believe it's the
February the 2nd.
2nd is shipping. What's interesting, and Darren, I don't know if you were going to get to this, was that right before CES they announced it. So this came back last year. They noticed it. It was like, hey, look what we're doing. We'll let you know further details. Then right before CES, to steal the thunder of the show,
of course,
they announced it. But what's interesting, as soon as CES started, I totally forgot about this damn Vision Pro.
Well, I'm surprised that they actually didn't have a booth or something set up at CES. I know that's
They
not
never
really
do
Apple
they?
style. No, they don't. I know it's not Apple style, but you would think with a
Yeah.
brand new product like this, which arguably is groundbreaking in the space.
Darren, you're
That
missing
they-
something.
Yes.
Apple is a $1 trillion company. They don't need CES. They are their
Right.
own marketing machine.
But
Come
look-
on.
Yeah.
Like that's little companies,
They're like CES. We don't need them.
right?
No,
Those
I
are companies that
understand.
need help getting their brand out.
Yeah. No, I understand what you're saying. I just
Yeah.
think I just thought maybe we would see maybe the better way to put it would maybe we would see a little bit more marketing.
Mhm.
Like as CES was ramping up, I thought we might start to see a few more commercials or some online stuff, but nothing really. And
Do you
and it was
think it's
funny.
because the price? Like it's not a general consumer product? Like I don't think I
No.
should say that. Let me rephrase that. It's not something a general consumer would afford right now.
Right,
You're not gonna
right.
get carrier
Yes.
deals, and
Right.
I mean you get your Apple Card, whatever they call it, and maybe you can afford it that way.
Right.
I think
Yes.
that's maybe why it's not there. Maybe it's not ready for prime time. Who knows? Who knows?
Right.
Well, I mean, the whole concept again here of this product is that they're bringing, how do we put this, a different immersive experience than you would usually get on, say, a smartphone or of that nature. And I think one of the things that Apple has done here, and I know we talked a lot about folding devices in the past. I almost feel like this is Apple's answer to a folding device, and it's them saying, we want to make a future where you actually don't need to have something in your hand. You're going to interact with it in this virtual environment.
Yeah, but you can't. But you can't walk around with that.
That's
Well, I mean, you could. I mean, when the battery runs out after 2 hours, it's going to stop.
well.
I
Here's
mean-
the thing. We were talking before this started. There's a lot of people test driving this thing right now, and when I say a lot of people, it's people that Apple specifically picks and
Yes.
brings them to Apple, gives them this amount of time, and curates the process. Now, I'm not going to get into that too much, but I'm not a huge. I have an iPhone, but I don't buy into the ecosystem, so I'm not sure how much I'd benefit from this. And like I said, I think Tim Cook, I can't speak for him directly. I know, I mean, we're real close and all, but I can't speak for him directly.
Yeah, you want to say too much. I know, yeah.
He wanted, I think, in my impression of AR is kind of like Google Glass, where it's kind of like glasses, but it's got. I mean, Google Glass had a big thing sticking out top, but it's flush. It doesn't look too outlandish. It kind of blends in with what you usually wear, and they didn't get that, and they found out, technology isn't quite there yet. So I think this is kind of like, let's take this slow and see where it goes, and then maybe they can get to that if it sells well. I mean, Apple very rarely cancels a product, i.e. the 5C. I mean, that's the only product I remember. Yeah.
My thing, I would like to know: is this something they're going to keep getting better at, bringing it out, or is this going to be a one-stop shop thing and that's it? Like, oh,
Question.
we don't know if it's gonna, if we can make it better, so let's just end it here. That's what always gets me about first-gen products. You just never know.
Well, I almost feel like this is a little bit like the Google Pixel Fold.
Right.
Like, it's proof that they can do it, and it won't be a perfect device, but I think if they drum up enough interest and it is as revolutionary as they claim, then maybe this will be a product that they invest a little bit more time into. And then eventually, I think the end point or the game here is that they want to replace the device in your hand. I think that's the idea, that it'll get so good that you step into this world when you want to disengage, I guess.
You know what? Sometimes I feel like these companies rush out stuff a little too fast.
Yeah.
Because they could have took a longer time on this and made it even better than what it is. Better battery life,
We don't know much about it, and Apple very rarely does. It's usually like Google's and Samsung of the world that like throw out 60,000 apps for messaging and then close them all.
True.
Yeah.
But like the Pixel Fold, it wasn't a new device. It was new for Google.
No.
So like this is a new device, and it's top of line specs. Doesn't mean it's going to be. We all know specs don't mean everything. But AR, mixed reality, VR has been done many times, and obviously, I think the most well known probably is the Quest series, which is the Go or whatever they have, the 2, the 3.
Yeah.
And they're much more budget. They're much more gamer friendly. And the newest one is, like I said, it did add better cameras for AR, and it is pretty good. And it's only $500. So if you invest in that with a good ecosystem of software, you're not out
Yeah.
$3,500.
Right. That's why I have a Quest 2.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't
Yeah.
afford that. Ain't no
Yeah,
way.
well,
I would
I
like
mean,
to use. I would like to use one and test it out, but I don't
Well,
need it.
Darren uses his VR. That's how he gets his money for his donations. He uses the VR for 3D immersion.
Oh, okay.
yeah, mostly for OnlyFans. It's just I provide
Oh,
these
Lord.
3D experiences. So
I was hoping
I
you'd pick up on
use
that.
yes.
Good luck.
No,
No.
you know,
Good luck.
I when I film the footage, I make sure
Yeah.
I use Apple's spatial video
Oh, yeah.
audio there.
Yeah.
So it feels like you're right here with me.
Right. You guys are
Not
dirty.
me. Not me specifically, but
Ironically, I don't know why it keeps doing this. I've had a bit of a problem with it. Every time I take my pants off, a magnifying glass appears on the table. It's like some kind of bug. I don't know what it is.
maybe it's a game.
Maybe
You gotta
like a
find
game.
something. Maybe
like,
you gotta find
like-
something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like
I don't
Where's
know. It's one of
Waldo?
those- yes. Yes.
Maybe-
Yes, like Marco Polo.
hey.
Yes.
Maybe you're too small.
Oh,
Whoa, I didn't know.
she
I
just jumped the
mean-
gun.
Maybe that's what it's telling you.
I like to think personally that you have to turn it the other way around so that it makes it smaller to fit in frame. But I mean, I don't know. Like, it's one
I'll
of
be
those
honest with
things.
you. I'm not sure how Vision Pro and what we're talking about it goes hand in hand at all. No pun intended.
Right.
Well, actually, now this is I was trying to find this article. I was reading an article earlier today because someone had been asking about. I know we're off topic here, but I'm going to bring this up while we're in the crude world. Someone was asking about porn.
Mhm.
So Apple, Tim Cook and Steve Jobs have always had App Store restrictions about objectionable content.
Right.
So basically, you can't download a porn app from the App Store. Is basically what I'm saying.
Okay, because I was wondering because a lot of people are talking like, oh yeah, this is going to be great for those kind of moments
Yes.
and stuff. I'm like, what? Y'all are crazy.
So currently, apparently, the only way that you can access it is through the web browser. So you can actually, like on your iPhone, you can
Right.
go into
Go to
any
a
website and watch it there.
Right.
Currently, that is something that obviously on the Vision Pro you'd be able to do on the browser. But
Right.
I almost feel like Apple's missing an opportunity, and not that they need the money, but if you look at the world of porn, one of the things that they've been doing for a number of years now is trying to create this immersive experience. And if you've ever, I haven't seen it personally.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't
Right.
go to these websites. But in the world of porn,
Right. You're just mentioning them.
I'm just a researcher. Don't shoot the messenger here. So in the world of porn, they were saying that one of the things they've been pushing for the last 3 or 4 years is this idea of like that virtual reality, making it feel like you're a part of the situation.
Right.
Now, it almost makes me wonder, yeah, if you're part of the situation, it almost makes me wonder if they missed a golden opportunity with this, because why wouldn't you enable the
Yeah.
ability to have like the audio and the visual
Right.
in that world, which is $1 billion industry?
It is, but it's taboo, and I don't
But
think
hey-
Apple is not that kind of company where they're going to allow families to have. I'm not saying families would have access to it, and they wouldn't make it easy.
Yeah.
But you
Hey,
you see
but-
this teenage kid just hacking his Vision Pro to watch porn while his kids are eating dinner with his family.
Hey, I
it's
bet
kinda
you.
weird.
Yeah.
I bet you if they brought that ability there, it would sell
Oh.
more than it is already going to sell.
Absolutely. I agree with you.
Instead of
Everybody
three,
be getting.
well, instead of 3,
Yeah.
they might have 6 of them.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Even,
One for
look,
every day of the week.
even poor people will have them. Shoot, they'll figure out a way. Does that? I can do that.
Oh man.
Well, I mean, and that, again, I know. I mean, this is not what we were supposed to talk about on the podcast.
No.
Well-
No.
everybody, hey kids. But one of the thing.
But it ties in. It ties in with it. Because that's what a lot of people were talking about doing, even with the VRs and stuff.
Yeah.
So-
exactly. Well,
I
my
mean-
point is, and what the reason I bring it up is because one of the things that's fascinated me this week has been looking at people's experiences trying the VR headset. So all of these
Right.
tech people, not us, not yet, have been invited for these closed circuit controlled testing of the Vision Pro. And one of the couple
not
of things that have
testing.
caught my attention.
I don't think it's
yeah, well,
testing.
test
I think it's
No.
experiencing it. Yeah.
experiencing it. Thank you. Thank you.
Right, there you go.
Now, one of the things that's caught my attention, there are a couple of things that caught my attention. Number one, almost every single person that I've seen who has had that experience, has been into an Apple store, tried it on, has said how heavy the device felt on the head. And even with, I know Apple negated that with an extra strap across the, kind of like the headphone strap that you see in my head right now.
Right.
But people were still saying that it's uncomfortably heavy,
Right.
which brings up the question, why? So what about this device? Is it just the metal and glass? Is that what it is? Or is it?
It has to be the product. I mean, you look at, I keep bringing the Quest up, but that's like its closest competitor.
Right.
But
Yeah.
the Quest is actually getting lighter with the third iteration. And this is
Yes.
the first, and Apple's using, super high quality screens, super high
Yeah.
quality materials. And I'm not trying to say that they're making the best product, but they try to put the best materials. That's how they market their product.
And then
Whether
look how thick that band is around the back where it
Back
sits
of the head, yeah.
on
But
the
you
back
would
of the
think
head
that would
shape.
help.
That's
You
got to
think
be
that would
tight.
help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so my thing is, when it's so heavy, these things, and I mean, I understand, but Tuna, just to come back to what you said there, a company like Apple surely must have done its R&D. And surely must have looked around and bought all these other headsets up and put them on a boardroom table and said, okay,
Right. Yeah.
how can we make this better?
Mm-hmm.
And they've got access to all these environmentally friendly materials and, all of this high-end stuff, but yet
I mean,
we're still
'cause
getting a headset that's heavy.
it looks cool. It looks futuristic. It looks cool to wear, though. It really
Yeah,
does. It looks
it looks
neat.
like ski goggles, but
Right.
the flip side
Yeah.
is it looks like a VR headset, and I think
Right.
it's not.
Yeah.
I hate, and I keep bringing it up, but I don't think Apple wanted this. I think they wanted
Right.
something more like
Yes.
glasses that you could wear that looked normal, kind of like the Meta Snap glasses that look like a sunglasses
Yeah.
with a camera in them.
Right.
Something very discreet. And after looking at all the competitors, they realized, holy crap, we're not going to be able to do this. Let's just do the best we
Yeah.
can. And
Something-
now they
yeah.
have to curate the experience. They've got to show people how to use it. If you have to show somebody how to use a product, is it really intuitive?
Right.
Yeah.
It from looks of it, it looks like it would be light, but they're saying that it's not. It looks like it'd be lightweight, but then again,
I wonder if it's if it's front heavy. So where the actual glass
up in there,
components
yeah.
are. I wonder if it's like weighing down the front of the head, which is causing the neck to bend forward.
right.
And I almost wonder if you couldn't really do much about that. Like the strap across the middle would maybe relieve some of the pressure, and the strap at the back, again, even so. But if it is front heavy and that's got a little bit of girth to it, I imagine
Right.
it's going to naturally strain the back of the neck muscles.
Is
Right.
that the charging cable, the little pad thing? What is that?
External battery pack, because
That's
this
extra.
thing lasts
That's
for like
extra. Yeah.
extra.
I
So
think
you
it
have to
gives
sit.
like,
You have to sit around with it like that to have better.
I don't
No,
think
no. So
so.
I think it charges up, and then I think if you want to be on the go and have a little bit more power,
Uh-huh.
I think the idea is, I mean, it's $199 for a fucking battery pack. But
Oh
I guess
dang, they're
you can-
crazy. They need to be
Yeah.
giving that to you for free.
You know what?
Yeah,
You know what's
You
funny?
bought the Vision Pro. Here you go.
exactly.
I
Yeah.
got the Quest 2 and I got the Quest 3, and I bought I can't remember the company. It's an additional strap that has
Yeah.
an extra battery, and it was literally like $50, and it gives me like 6 hours of battery life as opposed to 2.
See, there you
And
go.
but again, different price point. I mean, I don't know.
All right.
I'm not
So-
too interested in this iteration at that price. Even at $2,000, I think it's too high. It's kind of
Oh,
like
yeah.
anything.
So did you guys get one?
No.
Okay.
We haven't got one
Maybe.
yet. I mean, I'm waiting for Tuna to send it to me, so I haven't received it yet. But I imagine it's
if
coming
I can
soon.
make it to the second with no kidneys and a liver, you'll get.
Yeah, exactly. So next episode, that's right. Now, listen, one of the things that said that caught my attention in something that one of these reviewers had written about. So basically, from what I understand, each person that's experienced this so far has had an hour with it, 60 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But they haven't been allowed to play games. And that brings up a very interesting question in my head. That's Tim Cook. Shit, we're caught. End broadcast. End broadcast.
You're funny. You was funny. No.
No, so honestly, so they haven't been allowed to touch any of the games, only movie watching. So basically, they're allowed to use apps, they're allowed to watch movies, no gaming.
But guess what?
Yeah.
I think you're leading into this right now, probably.
Yep.
No Netflix. No
Yes.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Now, is that a big deal? Probably not. Why
No.
develop an app for a product that isn't
Right. You
proven?
can't use it for right.
Yeah, it's not proven yet. But for me, again, that's why I don't want it. I'm
And
not
charge
invested-
that and have it be that expensive.
right, and I'm not.
I
yeah,
need it
I'm
to
not-
do everything.
And I'm not into
Yeah.
Apple TV, so for me
Yeah.
this is a lose because I'm not gonna be able to use it. But for games, and I don't even know what kind of games you're gonna be able to play with it.
Right.
You know?
Now, imagine for 1 second, just imagine this world. Netflix gets on board and turns all of their content into spatial video.
Nah.
Could you imagine? Like, it would be enormous. This would be a hot ticket, man. You'd be selling
Right.
these like wildfire.
I still think you're up against the price point. I think if it was half the price, maybe you could swing
Yeah.
it. But $3,500, I don't care how many spatial videos you make, that's not going to be good enough. For me,
I just want to be able to walk into your house, Tuna, and feel like I'm shaking your hand, buddy. That's all I want to do.
well, I exactly, and then I can make my house look like anything in the world except for what it
Yeah.
is. So
It's true, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I think we're all imagining, and I think we've said this before, I think we're all imagining something a bit like Ready Player One, where we put on the headset, we put on the suit, we feel it, we absorb
Right.
it, we're in that world. And I don't, look, I mean, are we there yet? Probably not. I mean, fuck, we can't even play games on this fucking thing yet. So,
Right.
Ready Player One, I think, is a reality that's just not going to happen for
But
this.
doesn't this make you
particular-
think? Is this ready? Are we jumping the
Yeah.
gun?
I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think it's ready, to tell the truth.
Yeah.
I would hate to say Apple released something, but maybe that's why the price point is so high. They know only a select few people are going to get it. But what if
Yeah.
you pay that kind of money? The other thing was I found out 2-week
Yeah.
return policy. So what they're saying is they may
You
have
gotta
a
pay
bunch
more
of
money.
returns within that 2 weeks.
Oh Lord. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. I'm reading an article here on TechCrunch, and this was they were talking about their experience with the headset, and they were saying that they had a lot of issues with, because obviously they scan your face and they try to get the shape and everything right so it fits properly. But they were saying that they ran into a lot of issues. And apparently the light seal, ambient light kept leaking out, so they couldn't quite get it to fit on the bridge of their nose and their cheekbones. So they kind of just had to go with it. But I mean, if they can't even get the fucking fit right,
But
like,
that's what I'm saying. The Quest 3,
Yeah.
I have that once in a while, but I only paid $499 for it.
yeah,
I paid
exactly. That's what I'm
$3,500.
getting at.
It's
Yeah,
So that's not a
forgivable at
problem.
price. Right. To me, it doesn't
Yeah.
bother me at all. But
Right.
I don't know.
But
I just think
but
this
for
is too
something
much.
like this,
yeah.
yeah.
And I mean, look, other people were complaining about the gesture navigation. So it's using that click Apple Watch thing that we now have. We don't have, blood oxygen detection anymore, but we can click our fingers to turn an
Oh
alarm
my
off.
God, that's a whole nother.
Um,
that's a whole nother story for
that's
a whole nother day.
Yeah, that's a whole other story. We'll leave that one for now. But people were saying that they were having problems with the gesturing, using the keyboard. It doesn't sound like it's there yet. Now,
Okay, so
Right.
Apple,
do you think in 2 weeks they can remedy these situations and offer a software update in time?
Yes.
Or are they too far behind? Or this will get delayed?
No, I think it'll be a day one update or a month one update, which will probably fix some of the stuff. But I also don't think that this is a device that is going to be supported by these apps. Like, Netflix don't have any reason to make an app for the
Not
fucking
yet.
Vision Pro.
Right.
Not yet, and not until they sell 100 million. Right. And, like apps like Spotify, they don't need to, make an app for the content that goes on this particular device. They've got one on the iPhone.
Yeah, but
It
Netflix,
works well.
YouTube, Spotify, those are big,
Yeah.
big.
Big apps.
I
Yeah.
mean, YouTube is huge. That's ad space.
So-
Why would not Google not want to? Because they don't know yet.
So
Yeah.
this product is really useful for people that have iPhones, basically.
Yes. Only iPhones. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So if you don't have one, you really don't have no. You
No,
shouldn't be
you're not
buying
buying this. You shouldn't
Oh,
buy this if you don't
okay.
have an iPhone. Yeah.
Because I didn't
Otherwise-
know. I'm like, is this something that Because I'm seeing Apple, so I'm like, this must have to be something that you must have to have
Come on.
that it'll work better with your iPhone.
You know it's iPhone. Apple's going to keep you in that ecosystem. I guarantee you, after this releases, they're going to have subscription fees for something.
Right.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Because I see that it's something on your phone where it has something to do with Vision Pro, them the new iPhones or something. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever.
Well, I think the whole idea, again, is, they're picturing this world where you can jump back into memories and jump into worlds of games and stuff like that. And again, it's just not there. I mean, again, other thing, like lots of people have been saying lots of things about this, and maybe they figure all this stuff out by the time it's all said and done. But the discussions and some of the things about people feeling nausea.
But yeah. I agree with that because I'm a first-time user of the Oculus Quest 2, and when I was wearing it and playing the game, walking around in there, even though I'm not moving, I did get a little, So these things are not things that you want to wear for long periods of time,
It depends on who
exactly.
you are. It's like I can't read a book in a car. My stomach gets upset. But VR does not bother me. But
it doesn't? Okay.
Yeah. Some people it does, which makes sense.
I think it's because I'm new to it. I never had one before.
Right,
I think the more I play it and wear it, I'll get used to it.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, look, I think time will tell. I know a lot of people out in the tech space have pre-ordered one.
Right. Oh, yeah. I've seen people order two of them.
We put a pin in this. And wait till it comes out and watch Mr. Who's the Boss, MKBHD, all the big Apple
guys. The greatest thing ever.
It's the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Yeah.
But
do you think it'll ever go on sale?
Yeah, refurbished.
That's what I wonder.
For
not for Apple.
Not for Apple.
No. No, I mean, I think it'll be a cold day in hell that Apple cuts prices on any of their devices. They're just like, the price is the price.
Yeah, I get true.
Yeah, maybe carrier deals if they do something with carriers.
I don't think does it come with cellular connect? I don't think it does. I think it ties in your phone for that.
Ties in with your phone, yeah. But...
So you're basically screwed. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Could you imagine the carrier deals? Get an iPhone 15 Pro on us and the Vision Pro for $399 a month plus your service.
Right.
Yeah.
Only a 5 gets that you're paying $18,000 a month for your service.
Right. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, so look, I guess, again, time will tell. We'll see what happens. But, on the other end of the world, or spectrum, or consumer base, whatever you want to call it, there was another kind of pretty big release this week, and that was Samsung releasing their latest S24 line of devises. So
this is the most polarizing release, I'd have to say, since the iPhone 15 Pro. And Pro Max.
Yes,
it has to be. I mean, that's simple as that. I mean,
so okay, let's break it down here. A lot of stuff came out. So let's go down the line. So this is Samsung's flagship devices, the S line. In particular, the S24 Ultra, which is their top of the line fancy thing. Mm-hmm. But one of the things I think that might have caught people a little bit off guard with this release is, I think, and like you said, Tudo, it's been pretty polarizing. And I think it's just how iterative it is. So this year, we didn't get crazy hardware. We didn't get, new cameras, really. We didn't really get too much in the way of hardware. Their focus this year, which was a kind of a plan taking a page out of Google's book, was to lean in on the AI features. And I think this year more than ever, and we've talked about this before, you and I, Jason, that AI features are going to be really what every phone in 2024 is going to be about. And they're all going to try to outdo each other with different features, different things.
Did you hear? They're going to charge you later for some of their AI features.
Oh, well, we'll come back to that. Don't worry.
Can I say something? So we all know that Samsung, when it comes to Android, at least in the U.S., it's Samsung, and that's it. I know Pixel is coming along for the tech community, but 3% is nothing. And I think that Samsung and Google know that. Do you guys remember the Nexus lines and the Google Play Edition phones? Google is a software company first. They're trying to be a hardware too, but they're mainly software. Right. And you can look at their Pixel line. They're not powerhouse beasts, but they are software geniuses.
But they're good at what they do, though, being a software
So they're
genius.
working with Samsung. Most of the stuff Samsung introduced has already been done, and that's okay.
Yeah.
If Samsung is the vehicle, Google is the passenger. So
Yes.
it's just a vessel, and the Pixel to me reminds me of the Nexus line. It's just a proof of what Google can do, and Samsung's gonna do the same thing with Google's permission and add a few things. And you gotta admit, Samsung has they're on top of the world when it comes to updates.
Right.
Year over year, since the 21 Ultra, these come out in January, and by the end of the year, they're still almost every person picks them as the Android phone of the year.
Right.
So they're doing something right, and I think we can't ignore that. So to me, whether it's iterative or not, the iPhone 15 Pro didn't really introduce a whole hell of a lot either, and the Samsung had a flat screen, a couple slight things here, maybe a slightly updated sensor. The Snapdragon Gen 3 is the biggest thing because it's a powerhouse and it's efficient, and I have it in a couple phones I've had here. I love that chipset. But the question is, overseas, I heard that the other 24s are having the Exynos chip. Is that correct?
So I've had this is kind of funny because I've had mixed readings about this. Like I've had people saying that in Europe it's Exynos, but then I've had other people saying it's Snapdragon Gen 3 or worldwide. I don't know. I mean, maybe they went back. I have no idea.
I thought I heard this year, last year they quit doing the Exynos over in the other countries, and they just did what we got. They got the version we got.
They did last year, but this year I don't know if it's Samsung flexing up against Google saying we could make our own chip too. Here's a better one than yours. Tuna, any?
Yeah, I think in reading, Google went to Tensor, which is made by Samsung, soon to be by TSMC or TMS, whatever they are, because Samsung's fabrication has been kind of lacking, but they're getting better. I think Samsung is going to move to their own chips eventually as well. Like everyone else, it's more control, and Samsung has the most to gain from that because they are the most complete, I hate to say this word, ecosystem in the Android world with washers and dryers, stoves, refrigerators, watches, tablets, everything. But yeah, I think it's just they're giving it one last shot. They're not going to put it in the Ultra. They know the Snapdragon's the king right now, and AI is the buzzword. But if they can slowly start remaking their chips and making them better, I think they may move on to their own thing as well. That's just my opinion.
It better be good, because if not, I don't know.
Well, they have to do something because MediaTek's tearing it up with the 9300, and it's not a slouch either. So.
I actually think, and this is just talking about Google, I think the play for Google is to go to MediaTek. I honestly do. I honestly feel like they should just go to them and say, give us your best chip. We'll cut you in on a 10-year deal to only use your chips exclusively, to be competitive against Snapdragon. Google can optimize the hell out of it.
Now, when you say use MediaTek, you mean like use their chips or have them develop their Tensor chips better?
Either or. I think both would probably be good. I mean, using their chips
to see Google get rid of Tensor. They may say Tensor by MediaTek or something.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't.
Maybe some fine tuning by MediaTek, or like partly engineered, or I don't know. But so the Samsung again this year was all about AI. Now let's just quickly break down the three devices that we got. So we got the S24 and the S24 Plus. Now basically not a lot changed on there. A little thinner, flat edge design like last year, some new colors, 12 gigs of RAM, storage is there, a bit brighter screens, and that's pretty much it. No, a little bit more RAM.
They do have updated sensors. They're just not that much different.
Yeah, and I mean, that was the theme this year with, especially because Samsung's known for their cameras as well as their screens, right? So,
they used to be known for their cameras. I don't know.
Well, yeah.
I don't know what's happening.
We don't know what's going on exactly, but this year seems kind of interesting in a number of reasons. So they're basically, the S24 line has been kind of brought in, larger pixel sensors, 2 times wider optical image stabilization.
I look at it like this: just because you have bigger camera sensors don't mean a thing.
Oh no, 100%.
Don't mean that you're going to get better and greater, because they're just making the cameras bigger and bigger and bigger, and I'm like, They can't do more than what they already do.
Samsung and Google have pretty much nailed down their computation photography to their own tastes,
right.
Like it or hate it. I think the bigger sensor, if it's tuned right, will obviously have benefits like more light capture, better nighttime.
Yes.
And you can watch any comparison video, but if you just have the Samsung in your hand and you're taking pictures, it's going to take fantastic photos.
Right. Because I'm a Samsung fan myself. I do like Samsung. I've been using Samsung for years, so yeah.
Right. Yeah, for sure. It's a preference thing, but yeah.
Right. Did you guys order one?
Yes.
Oh, you did?
Well,
I did.
Before Darren answers.
I have a dummy unit, though, that I'm going to do case videos. So.
That's nice.
Oh, nice.
I haven't ordered one yet. I have to make up my mind.
I pre-ordered mine, even though there was tons of issues with the website. Finally got through and ordered it. Darren was on the fence. I'm just going to speak for him. And in the back of my head, I said, you know what? I guarantee you, he's complaining it's not that big of a deal. He's going to order one. So let's see. What happened? What ended up happening?
You know what? Really? When I was looking at the website and I was plugging in things, because I was going to trade in my old iPhone 13 Pro Max, you can get a better deal on the Plus if you don't want the pen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that's crazy. Like I think it was giving me like I could pay like 300 and something and walk out with an S24 Plus. I was like, that's a better deal, really. But not everybody's gonna want the pen. Not everybody's gonna want a smaller device with no pen, because they all do 4K. You know, so I mean 8K. So it's like you're not.
Well, I prefer 12K. But
okay.
We're not there yet.
Cause you're up there. You got you right. Big money. That's why.
Big money.
yeah. Jason,
my money's small. I can't do all of that.
Jason's the bankroll here at Tech Disruptors.
Right.
But to answer Jason's question, so I was not going to pre-order it.
Oh, I know.
But you did.
And I'm a bit like, to quote Maddie, who's listening to us now. I'm a weak person. And I ended up pre-ordering the black version.
What
but
color? Wait, what?
The black version.
Okay.
Black version. Yeah. Now here's my thing though. And I said this all along about the S23 Ultra last year. I was not a fan of the boxy design, but I'm willing to give it another chance.
Doesn't bother me.
Yeah, give it a try.
Yeah. I do. My only issue, and Tuna knows this, is the cost here in Canada was fucking astronomical.
Like, y'all costs are way more, huh? You guys have to pay a little bit more.
It was $1,900. $1,900. That is, now to give you, here's some context.
Go for the Vision Pro instead at that point.
And you're not getting the brick.
Wait.
Yeah.
What's the Vision Pro price in Canada? Or can you not get it in Canada?
We're not getting it. It's not even sold here. But the conversion rate, let me just find that out for you really quickly.
On the next podcast, after the second, when I get mine in, I'll wear it on the podcast.
Well, okay, here it is. Ready? If it was sold in Canada, the Vision Pro, the base model would be $4,700.
Holy crap.
So here's my thing about the S24 Ultra.
Oh, I'm glad I don't live over there.
Yeah, $1,900. That's the Canadian tax. That's what we call it. $1,900. Now, to give you a little bit of a context here, the OnePlus Open, which is a folding device,
right,
was $21. So for $250 more, you could go and buy the OnePlus Open over the S24 Ultra.
Well,
now, granted,
one thing you got to factor in is who has the better trade-in deals. When the OnePlus Open came out with my trade-in, I got
pretty
$500.
good. Yeah,
I mean you can't beat that.
Yeah, no, and so here the flat screen and all of that fun stuff is great. We'll come to that in a second, Maddie.
No, I like curved screen. Sorry, Matt, not for me.
Seriously?
Oh, I love curved screens.
Yeah, I'm a fan of curved screens too. They look more futuristic. Like,
it looks
like
less bezel.
We're supposed to be upgrading. Why are you going backwards?
Well, I think people. I mean, for a lot of people, like for me, like honestly, like I think about the Honor Magic 5 Pro, which was a quad curved screen.
I loved that phone.
Right? So that didn't bother me, but the thing with I think it just boils down to the screen protector market. I honestly think
it's the screen protectors.
Yeah, like people want to protect their phone when it's a flat screen. It's easier. I think there's also a bit more, maybe a little easier to use things like the S Pen. Flat screen, easier to write on, feels more solid. You don't have to worry about rolling off the edge, shit like that. But look, I mean, the S24, we'll come to the S24 Ultra in just a moment. But, like the other two base models of the S24, I mean, I saw the S23 Plus last year and I went in Best Buy and I thought, fuck, that's a nice looking phone.
Right.
But it's just a nice looking phone. There was nothing else. It looked nice, but it had a flat screen, curved edges. Right. I actually wonder why they don't curve the corners of the S24 Ultra. Why does it have to be square?
Probably because it's squared off.
It do be. Yeah, it's well. You know what? I think it's because they're trying to still keep up with that Note line, kind of. You know, since they got rid of the Note, they want to make it look like it's a Note device.
Well, and they haven't really changed that since the 21, or maybe now. I can't remember. Maybe the 21 is more rounded, but to retool making something curved is probably pretty pricey. And you got to know these companies their businesses at the end of the day, and whether or not they make good devices, this phone probably costs $400 to make max.
Right.
If that.
Yeah.
But they got to charge $1,200 or $1,400, whatever it is, for marketing and because it's new. And I'm sure Snapdragon doesn't charge a little bit for their new chipset either. So.
But those corners are probably going to gouge you.
I know for a fact that I'm not going to like the in-hand feel. And, for something like, and to give you an example, like if you think about like something like the Pixel 8 Pro with its beautiful, comfortable curved edges, it's very comfortable in the hand.
Because see, with the dummy unit, you see how it looks?
Yeah.
That's the phone. Like this is, look at those, look at the edges of this sucker. That's crazy.
I mean,
I got a solution for you. When you use the phone, just wear a baseball mitt. Come on.
I know, that's perfect, right? Yeah.
See? You walk around the baseball mitt. What are you doing? I'm looking at my phone. What the hell's your problem?
You know what I'm going to do? I think I got a better solution. I'm going to strap an OtterBox case on this massive 6.8-inch fucking phone and walk around like I have an iPad mini. That's what I'm going to do, okay? That's just going to happen.
100%.
Yeah.
Do what you do. No.
But I did like the camera last year. I know a lot of people who had the phone for a long period of time were saying that, software updates kind of made the camera a bit hit and miss. I'm hoping that Samsung doesn't fuck that up this year. But my question is about the cameras really quickly. So one thing that they did this year that's been getting a lot of attention is they brought in a 5 times optical zoom and got rid of the 10 times optical zoom. Now, you still have the 10-time option, which is what the zoom is, what the S24 Ultra is known for, but it's punching into the 5 times sensor's 50 megapixel resolution.
Right.
So I know a lot of people, there's been a lot of videos come out already about this. Do you think it's going to be better or worse?
Better.
You said better. Why?
I've seen just the way they swap through the lenses is much better, and I think Mr. Who's the Boss video was interesting because he showed on the S23 where when you go from 1 and you kind of slowly go up, it kind of starts to do digital crop before it's weird. Now having the 5X, and I'm telling you, if you've ever used super high res zoom on the Pixel, it's amazing. I mean, it's a perfect but it's crazy, and I think Samsung has been king of zoom for how long? And the couple of comparisons I've seen. It still beats. I know it's always Apple versus iPhone, but iPhone is the king of iOS, and it's the only phone they make. So when you compare it to that, with the zoom at least, it still looked like the pictures came out better.
Yeah,
10x and further.
Well, I mean, if you think about the OnePlus Open, which Maddie brought up before, they punch in on the main sensor, so it offering 6 times zoom.
Right.
And if the Samsung S24 Ultra is anything like that phone, that punching in on the 6 times zoom on the main sensor,
the 200 megapixel,
it's very clear on the OnePlus Open. You take a 200 megapixel photo, and you punch in on that with 10 times zoom, maybe, or is it punching in on the 50? Even on the 50 megapixel, I think it's the ultra wide. I have no idea what it's punching in on, but I mean, I was impressed with the quality. Like, it actually looked as good as.
Every phone is rated within 3 days of it coming out.
Yeah.
And we all know, I don't care if it's iPhone, Samsung, Google, within weeks of release, there's multiple updates for everyone, and it makes it better. And people don't realize that. Like, oh, Samsung, the Apple fans will come on and say, oh, see, the new Samsung's terrible. You know what? People just need to like what they like and stop throwing a fit. Simple as that.
Exactly.
I mean, it's a great device. I don't have it yet, but if it's anything like the Ultra, it's going to be the Android standard because it comes at the beginning of the year, and everyone's going to be chasing it. I still think the Honor Magic 5 Pro was better, but it didn't make a splash here in the U.S., so it didn't really matter.
No. Well, we're waiting for the next one, but we'll come. That's another conversation all about
Honor,
that.
if you're listening.
Now, right here. Yeah. Now, one thing, just pivoting back to the AI stuff. So one of the things that caught my attention, and you probably saw this if you were watching the release for the Samsung S24 line, Google was there. And Google played a pretty big and interesting role in this, talking about all the features that they're bringing AI-wise to the S24 line. Now, one thing that caught my attention, so there's a couple of things here, and I'll come back to this in a second, but there's circle to search, which basically allows you to circle something on screen and it'll tell you what it is.
Which is coming to Pixel,
which ironically is coming to the Pixel on January 31st, which I find hilarious. I thought that was going to be a
think about what we said before. Google is software. They make money on software. So it's in their best interest to give them leading share market phone Samsung all the chops they can, because it's going to make them more money.
Well, I mean, one of the things that caught my attention is just how much was copied over from Google. So, I mean, like, if you have a look at the AI features, I have a list of them here. So you have the circle to search, which the Pixels are getting, live translate, which the Pixels have,
right?
Transcript assist, which the Pixels have, generative editing, which the Pixels have, and then chat assist, which I believe the Pixels have a version of that as well.
Maybe.
Now, all of these features are coming to this device. Now, one of the things I think that a lot of people would be wondering here is Samsung going to do it better?
Yes.
And I think so too. And I think that's
Gen 3. That's why.
That's exactly what
I knew where you were going.
Yeah. So maybe, I almost feel like by Google dick riding Samsung here, I almost feel as though they're cannibalizing their own sales. Because the minute that, if you've used a Pixel, it's a great phone. I have one right here in my hand, right here.
Right, me too.
If you've used a Pixel, you buy that phone for the camera, you buy that phone for the AI stuff, you buy the phone because it's fast and fluid. Now, looking at the Samsung line here, they will not only be faster and more fluid, assumingly, the cameras will be as good, if not better.
Well, I don't know about
that. Well, okay, as good. Let's say as good. Okay, as good as possibly.
You know what?
Definitely better zoom.
Because I'm gonna imagine the Snapdragon's got better video and processing.
Yes.
So yes, video and pictures should be better.
You know what?
Yeah.
When I buy them, I don't think about all of that. Really?
No.
When I'm buying Samsung, customization, all of that,
Yeah.
And then the Googles, you buy them because they just work, So
yeah.
No, you got that wrong. iPhone or nothing. Come on.
Yeah, that's it. If it ain't an iPhone, it ain't shit. I think we should have a T-shirt that says that. Seriously,
I want
to make one. Tech Disruptors.
We need to make.
If it ain't iPhone, it ain't shit.
Too, so hey, I know, but
for those of you who are listening, if you are following us, so make sure you hit subscribe on YouTube. And if you are listening right now, comment and let us know if you want us to sell. If it ain't iPhone, it ain't shit T-shirts. And we will set up a web store and we will sell those T-shirts.
We may have a Tech Disruptors logo in the corner somewhere, but yes.
Yeah, we'll slap a little text, just a little logo somewhere there. A nice, massive one across the back.
And if you really want it, me and Darren will autograph them for you. I don't know how we'll do that, but we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. That's okay. I'll use my S Pen. No, just kidding. So, and then the other thing I was going to say is the AI stuff. Now, if Google's doing it better, if Samsung's doing it better, like, do you need to buy a Pixel?
But would Snapdragon have the AI NPU or whatever if it wasn't for the Tensor chip pushing in on the territory and pushing on AI? See, I don't know. I think it's again, I don't care. I mean, I love Pixels, but I don't think they're there to make them a lot of money. I think it's more of a proof of concept. But they are getting better. I mean, they are selling more, obviously.
Right.
I think it's a preference.
Yeah.
Samsung UI has got a unique aesthetic
There you go.
that Google Pixel doesn't. And
Yeah.
I know one UI 6.1 is actually probably one of the better ones since it's been out, but I don't know. I prefer both. I'm a very rare breed where I carry 1, 2, or more phones, and for me, it's like I swap. Well, obviously, you know, Darren, I swap phones like every 2 weeks. So.
Yeah, but I mean, look, as far as it goes, I mean, I like a lot of. I know my initial impression was, and I think a lot of initial impression was, that's it.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think this is the year, and I mentioned this in our chat, Jason, there about how I almost feel like last year they said, okay, we're going to put all our money in the S line, and the Z Fold 5 could have a couple of changes. But I feel like this year they've gone the opposite, and they're going, okay, S line can have a couple of little changes, and we're going to pump all of our money into the Fold series this year.
Right.
I wonder if that's their strategy.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's another thing. Like, I'm thinking that Samsung may get rid of these lines, period.
And just focus on Fold?
Yeah. There you go.
I mean, I think they're waiting.
All their R&D went into the Samsung Ring.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's just my thought. That's just something. Since they got the folds, they can do the pen, and if they can, figure it out, I'm thinking these might be goners.
Okay, so Jason brings up a good point, and let's talk about the elephant in the proverbial room that is Samsung. The Samsung Ring. So this is the best photo I have of it, believe it or not. So the Samsung Ring is a proof of concept product. Now, Jason, just forgive me if I got this right, because I didn't watch to the very end because I got bored. Was this their big, we have one more thing moment?
I was busy at the time. I saw them, I had it muted, and I saw them showing it, and I was trying to pre-order the phone at the same time because it came out at the same time as the live stream.
Yes.
So after I placed my order, I'm like, oh shit. So I went back in. I'm like, I got to order the ring because I actually want a fitness ring, and order like the only one that's out there that's well known. And I couldn't find it. And then I went back and kind of watched it, and they said it's not really coming out yet. But there's no release date, is there?
No, currently no. I mean, they're saying it's coming soon. I don't know.
So why show it?
Well, I mean, a lot of companies do this, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's a teaser, right? It's to keep your. I think it's to keep their product in your mouth. That's
do you
kind
remember
of
the Apple wireless charger that never was, but they
yes.
announced it?
I do remember that. Yes. What was it called? Air something or other. I don't remember. Hey, it was gonna charge your phone from 30 feet away. And then it never did. I don't know about. I always thought about that. I always think a lot about that product because I'm like, maybe they had it, maybe they had the tech, but they just couldn't get their shit together in the package that they wanted. Right?
Could you imagine if they did curated reviews of a power charger?
Yeah.
We need you to come in for 1 hour and charge your phone, but we're going to show you how to charge your phone.
Okay, now I'm gonna call this right now. I'm gonna make a prediction.
Uh-oh.
Within the next 3 years, AirPower gets paired with the Vision Pro.
No.
And yep, I'm telling you.
Too much heat.
Too much heat.
That's why.
What do you mean, like on your head?
The coils were so tightly together that they noticed that it would overheat and there was a fire risk. I think that's the reason why they canceled. I thought because Tesla made one, I believe, but the coils were more spread out, so they could make an iteration of the AirPower or whatever it was called. Where it's not as. I don't care about wireless charging pads like that, to be honest with you, but I mean, Apple fans, if you made Apple tissues, I mean, people would love to blow their nose with them.
Now, how do you guys feel about this concept of companies teasing a product that you can't buy?
I don't like it.
Well, wait, hold on. Why don't you like it?
Because you can't get it right away.
but you want it.
That's the problem.
Yeah, that's it. They're teasing you and they're stringing you along. It's like it's a leak. It's planned.
Yeah.
So it gets your interest peaked. They're gonna watch the metrics and see how many people are searching for it, what it's about.
Right.
It's gonna sell
Pulling
well.
over it. It's not coming out until next year. You
I
gotta
already
wait.
got mine. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, so that's yeah.
Yeah, it's
Now
crazy.
let me ask you something. Is a fitness ring the play? Is that what they should be doing? Like, is that what they should be selling?
What else would they be? I mean, I'm okay with it. I don't know if it's perfect. I want to try a ring. I just don't want to spend $300 on a ring.
So I've reviewed one through One Cut Reviews. I believe it's now defunct. I can't confirm that. It was called Move. I think it's MOOV. Let me just double check that.
Michael Fisher announced one when he was at CES, and I was looking at that one, but it was still like $280. I'm like, for a ring, I can get a watch that does a lot more.
Sorry, it might have been called the Motive Ring. I can't remember.
Oh, I remember the Motive Ring. I think that's
the Motive Ring.
Yeah. I don't think
Yeah, so I reviewed one of these. I wore it alongside my Apple Watch. I had it on my finger. I kind of just got bored of it. It didn't really do anything that I didn't already have on my Apple Watch or any other regular fitness tracker. And it was discreet, and that was kind of cool. I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, my thing was, you know what, with the Motive Ring, I loved it, but every single fucking time I would bang it or like grab something with some kind of coarse texture, it would just peel off the exterior coating.
Really?
And eventually it just looked like a regular silvery goldish kind of ring.
So you
even though
or something, it was a black.
I got the matte black, whatever it was.
I would tell anybody getting a ring, unless it's titanium, don't get anything black or color. Just get standard silver because it's going to scratch off. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it worked well enough to track like heart rate and some fitness features at the time.
Hey guys, I have to run.
Oh, that's all right, Rory. Thanks, Kai. No worries. Catch you.
It was fun.
Yes.
That's right. Anytime. We'll see you soon.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Oh.
So with the Motive Ring, it worked well enough for what we wanted it to do. But again, I just kind of got bored of it. I just got annoyed that it was scratching all the time. It was comfortable enough. But the thing with the Samsung Ring is what it doesn't exactly do. That's what I would like to know. Like, what we don't know. Like, is it a fitness ring? Is it a notifications kind of thing where you get vibrations on your finger? Can you control media by clicking your fingers together?
What would be interesting is they have an AR set of glasses coming out too.
Yes,
is this going to be released at the same time as part of a tracking, controller?
Yes. Now, that's a good question. I almost wonder if they're holding it back because they didn't release a VR headset either, which was apparently rumored. Yeah. So they were meant to release the XR headset, I believe it's called, which was meant to be the direct competitor to the Vision Pro. Now, I almost wonder if the Ring and the XR headset have some kind of parity. There is something that they both need, or maybe you put them together and they work functionality-wise. So yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting notion of what Samsung's trying to do. I mean, I think they're trying to also compete against the Oura Ring, which is very, very popular.
Just buy
yeah, I mean, I would try it. I mean, maybe.
Or maybe they felt they could do it better. I don't know.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. At the end of the day, I think it's a wait and see. And for everything that Samsung released, I know a lot of people were saying, "Oh, it's not worth it. It's iterative. It's this, it's that." I think, as always, with a lot of early smartphone releases in 2024, you got to just wait and see what happens. At the end of the day, it might be the greatest thing ever. But I mean, last year the S23 Ultra was a great device. People were chasing that.
It's not just Samsung. Apple does the same thing. They do iterative updates, and we all go crazy over it. Samsung does it. We're like, oh, blah blah. I'm not. It's not an exciting release, but to me, I've always liked Samsung devices. I really do. They're usually the leaders in Android. They really are.
They definitely have the best connectivity, and as of any phone I've ever reviewed, the service on a Samsung phone is unparalleled. You get service where you just don't get other service company, the phones. Now, we've only got a couple of minutes left, Tuna, and I just want to use the last couple of minutes here to talk about something, maybe our tech disruptors first. We've got a special leaked bit of information.
Now, this leak is coming direct to us without any flex tape or flex seal, so the leak just keeps coming.
That's exactly right. And listen, we're not going to reveal too much. We'll just say an unnamed source has told us that there is a little bit of a official new smartphone release coming from a new foldable device coming. A flipping device is coming. So let me show you what we know. And this information again was sent to us by an unnamed source. So please don't shoot the messenger if this turns out to be garbage and false. So we received information today that apparently Motorola has a new Razr folding smartphone coming out very, very soon. Now, the information on this website that was sent to us basically is saying that they're going to be releasing the successor to the Razr 40 Ultra or Plus, whatever the fuck it was called. And they've got a little bit of a render here, which looks a little bit like a baby between the Z Flip 5 and the current gen Motorola Razr.
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
Basically, they're saying it's coming in a contemporary classic gray color. Improved battery performance and just general performance. New Qualcomm Snapdragon processor. Now, here's the question. Is it the Gen 3?
Right.
Because remember,
the current Razr Plus has the 8 Gen 1 Plus.
1 Plus, correct.
I would say the 1 Plus and the Gen 2 are probably... Obviously, the Gen 2 is a better processor, but efficiency-wise, I don't know if there's that much... Because the 1 Plus... was a huge, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 Plus was a huge efficiency step up from the 1.
Yes.
I would hope it's the 3. Just because that device, although it's, I believe it's on the same nanometer, like I think it's 4 nanometers. It's not 3 like Apple, but the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 still rivals the A17, which is in iPhone. And I'll tell you, the phones I have, they actually have large batteries, but the efficiency is nuts on these.
Yeah. So here's my question, right?
Okay.
Along comes Motorola and says, you know what? We're going to release a new update on the Razr, Snapdragon Gen 2. We're going to fix the cameras, make them good. Is this a phone that comes out of nowhere and suddenly becomes the flippable folding phone to buy?
No.
It would be the first folding/flipping device with a Gen 3.
Here's my problem with that. Like Apple in the U.S., and maybe North America, I guess, I don't know. Samsung's got a pretty tight hold on the foldable market in the U.S. I have to admit that. I know OnePlus kind of came in, but it's going to take a lot to topple them because they're on their coming up their 6th generation. Now, Razr's been out for a while, too, but while I want Razr to succeed, I don't know if, without carrier deals, I don't know if
if we can make that happen.
I don't know if this is going to be much of a difference. I'd hope it would be, and I'm a Motorola fan. I've used Motorola devices. I just don't know if it's enough,
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. Again, this information came to us very late, actually, just before we went on air today. So we don't know exactly how accurate this is. If it is accurate, just remember, the Tech Disruptors podcast got it first.
Yep.
Either that or Motorola is listening and are currently, readying their lawyers to come after Jason. Because tonight, we might have a knock on the door before we end.
Well, Motorola, if you're listening, I have no more organs left. My kidneys and lungs are lungs.
And that's fair. Exactly right. Yes.
If I have my lungs,
I'll take your heart next. Yes. Yeah. But listen, that's what we know. If you know more out there and you want to chime in, leave a comment and or reach out to us on our Disruptors 2024 X account there, and we would love to know more about this. But listen, that actually brings us to the end of episode 2 of the Tech Disruptors podcast. And thank you very much, Jason. Thank you very much, Kaya, for joining us today. For everybody that is listening after the fact, please make sure you hit that like, subscribe button. We are, if you want a t-shirt that says, if it ain't Apple, it ain't shit, you only get it if you're subscribed. So, just keep that in mind if you would like to keep joining us on this journey that is the Tech Disruptors podcast. And that's it for tonight. So thank you very much. We are available and we have shows every single week, Fridays usually. And if you have any tech stories, information, news, leaks that you want us to kind of share, as long as they are valid and not just, screenshots from Jason's OnlyFans page saying, hey, look at this. We're always open to it. So on that note, guys, we will wrap it up for today. Thank you very much to everybody that joined us for tonight's show, and we will catch you on